Hello, welcome to White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. If you like my channel, please press the subscribe button. So oftentimes we hear that you don't trim or you don't prune bushy tomatoes because if you trim the branches then you won't have a lot of tomatoes because the branches are where the tomatoes are going to be growing. That is very true. But can you prune bushy tomatoes? Of course you can. I have been doing it for a few years now and it works pretty well. So rather than trimming the suckers that comes on your tomato plant, I am going to show you how you can prune your bushy tomato. So these tomatoes here, these are my beefsteak tomato. I bought the seedlings from the garden center. So on those seedling trays, they don't really tell you whether it is the determinate or whether it is the indeterminate variety. So let's take a closer look. So here we have this stem with lots of leaves. This stem does not produce fruits, it's just leaves. In between the stem, however, you have a sucker. As you can see, the sucker is flowering. So the sucker you want to allow to stay on the plant because that's where you're going to get your tomatoes from. What you want to do, however, is to break off this leafy portion that does not produce fruits. I would recommend, however, that you don't break all of them off because you have to have some amount of foliage on the plant for you to be able to harvest or for the plants to be able to produce fruits. Now, on your tomato plant, you might notice that the older portion of the plant, which would be the lower portion of the plant, does not necessarily produce fruits. So anything below where your first set of blossom occur, you can remove those. So all of your lower branches below where your first set of blossom starts, you remove those. You can use a snip or you can simply break them by hand. You just want to make sure that you are not damaging the rest of the plant. Now, if this was a determinate tomato, what you would be removing is actually the suckers that grow on the plant and not this leafy portion. You'd remove the sucker that is in there. So that is how you trim the indeterminate tomatoes. But if it is the bushy varieties or the determinate tomatoes, then you take this portion off and leave the sucker so that the sucker can produce fruits for you. So that is how you prune your bushy tomatoes. If you enjoy this video and you find it informative and you'd like to see more videos like these, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up. You can leave a comment in the section below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification for more updates like these. Thank you so much for watching and have yourself a wonderful day. Yeah man, a time for grow.